Happy Sunday, everybody. Today is Sunday, January 28th, and I have decided to film a bit of a vlog for you today. So I have been wanting to kind of reorganize my office for quite a while now. I like the purple wall behind me while I film, but I think it's kind of bland and boring. So I'm thinking of moving a bookshelf that Greg and I have from our bedroom into the office and putting it back there somewhere, which means I would have to move the couch. And then I'm thinking about moving my desk over on that wall as well, just so that the kind of visual behind me will be much more interesting and interactive in my videos. So that is the plan for today. I have a lot of stuff to move around in the office. I'm going to have to take everything off of the bookshelf in the bedroom, and then Greg's going to help me move it in here. So we are going to see what I can kind of get done on this lazy Sunday. I'm just in my nice comfy clothes for today, and we're going to hang out and reorganize this office. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is what we're working with. I have double closets over here, which make it pretty difficult to put anything along that wall, unfortunately. So this is where I usually stand, or sometimes I'll sit on the couch there, but then I'm too far away from the windows, which are over here, and then the lighting isn't very great, so I typically like to stand around here somewhere, and that's what you usually see in the background, but it's just so bland. There's nothing really interesting about this background, so I'm thinking about moving this stuff. I'll have to move my little lights that are right there. Thinking about moving my standing desk, probably putting that over there with the bookshelf, and then maybe moving the couch and the end table over to this side. And then I have this little bookshelf that's just kind of full of movies and knickknacks and such. I think I might move this into the other room so that we still have a bookshelf in there to put all of our things on, because there's a bunch of stuff on the bookshelf right now. I'll show you. So this is the bookshelf currently.
Clean up my spot.
I won't show them your spot is so dirty. That's Greg's spot. Look at how messy it is. Also, Greg's spot up here.
Rude.
All of his stuff is so messy. And this is my shelf. You can see I actually have things organized nicely. But I'll have to take everything off of here, including all of Greg's mess. And then we'll move this into the office and then put that other little bookshelf right here. I really like how all the furniture in here is black, so we might paint the other tiny bookshelf black as well. Also, I don't think I really mentioned this anywhere, but my birthday actually passed. I turned 24 on January 13th, and my sister gave this to me. I think it's adorable. It's hard to read in this light. It says, "I am a daydreamer and a night thinker." That's so hard to read because of the light. Anyway, so this is super, super cute, and I want to display this on the bookshelf once I move it in here. Put these up on the bookshelf once I get it moved in here so that you'll actually be able to see them behind me. Okay, so I moved the couch, and hi Tifa. Tifa's like, why? Why is everything gone? So I moved the couch, I vacuumed, I moved the little table, I took my little twinkle lights down, and now I'm going to head into the other room, start taking everything off the bookshelf in there, and then get Greg to help me bring it in here, and I'll see what I can set up. Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Hey Greg, can you name all those stones?
Hmm?
Can you name all the stones?
Quartz, lapis lazuli. Can't think of it right now.
Citrine.
Citrine.
Mm-hmm.
Chevron amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
Root quartz. Fluorite. This is azurite. This is bloodstone. Fluorite, emerald, and this is sodalite.
Woohoo! So many.
Yeah.
And then my really big amethyst right here.
Yeah.
Greg likes stones too.
Yeah.
We have quite a few of them. Okay, so I know that my little glass desk will fit there. Actually, it won't, because this top desk will fit there, but the table that I use to turn it into a standing desk will not. So I guess it will not fit there. So I think I might put the bookshelf right there, and then probably maybe the desk here somewhere because of the outlet. Because I want to be able, I want to have interesting stuff in the background when I'm filming. And you can see that if I stand here, let's see. You can see that if I stand here, I have a bit of light on my face. Those are open. And I don't have my, like the little LED lights that I use, I don't have those on me right now. So the lighting is pretty good. It's decent. So maybe if I had the bookshelf there, and then maybe my desk over there somewhere, I mean, because if I stand directly here in front of the bookshelf, there's a lot of shadow on my face on this side, which I don't really like. So I would want to face this way a little bit more so that it's more even on my face, and then I could use my light as well. But I want to have, that in the background. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how I'm going to figure this out, but we are going to try a few different things and see what I like best. Okay, so I have the bookshelf in that corner now, but it still feels so flat because I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand directly in front of the bookcase and still have enough light on my face, because here I'm facing the windows directly, and over there I'd be standing sideways in front of the bookshelf. Oh, there she goes. So maybe if I take my desk and then put it here, that might look okay, and then I'll film kind of sideways in front of the desk and the bookshelf. I'm gonna try that. Just don't know what to do because I want there to be dimension. It just looks so flat right now, like with the levels, the different levels of the furniture and stuff. Okay, so I've been at it for probably an hour just trying to move things around in here, and I cannot figure out how to organize the furniture to make it look like aesthetically pleasing for a background. And I realized that one of the problems is that this bookshelf is shorter than I am. So it looks a little funny when I stand up next to it because I dwarf this bookshelf. And I had expected that this was going to be a little bit taller so then it would kind of fill up all that headspace. So I really don't know what I'm going to do Like I said, I've been at it for a while now, and Greg's been trying to help me move things around. Okay, so I finished eating my lunch, and I looked at some photos of like booktubers and their backgrounds and how they kind of set things up to look nice. And I am pretty certain now that I can't actually stand in front of this bookshelf because it's too short. I think it'll look funny because if I stand up next to it, you'll see that it's like to here on me, and that's gonna look a little bit awkward. So I think I need to sit in front of it, and I want to use that chair to sit in, but I don't like how there's a back on it. So I'm actually going to use this guy, this little set here, and I'm going to try to take the back off the chair, because if I took the back off the chair, then I could actually sit in front of my bookshelf and there wouldn't be a big, back to the chair kind of impeding all of my books. So let's see how this goes, and fingers crossed it's gonna work. I think I have it figured out, because now I'm sitting. I took the back off this chair. Greg showed me how to do it. So now, because if I had the back on the chair, it would completely cover up all of this because it's so big. It's over my head. It's so tall. So this is nice. And then I can also, I can scoot forward here and move things around because I like the dimension now. It's not so flat, because I feel like when I was just standing in front of that wall, it was just flat. There was no dimension. There weren't different things in the background, so I think I'm really liking this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the bookshelf together now. There are books all over the floor. I still need to move this other bookshelf into the bedroom since I took ours out. And then I have to figure out where to put this couch that's sitting over here. So this is kind of figured out. Now I have to just organize everything. Okay, so I finished organizing the bookshelf. For now, I just have my degree and this cool little dragon incense burner up top. I've got all my books on these top few shelves, and then as we go down, we have library books over here on the right with that cool plaque that my sister got me. We have all of my notebooks, and then we have all of Greg's books down here along the bottom. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I put these little lights up, but I'm bummed out because one of the bulbs shattered when I was moving it, and now half of the lights won't work. So I kind of have them tucked back there because that half isn't glowing anymore, which is a total bummer. So this is what I have so far. Moved a jade plant in here, have this going over here, so I have to put all this away, maybe light a candle, and then I will put my seat right here when I'm ready to film. So I'm pretty excited about how this looks. I still have to move this couch. I think I'm going to leave that where it stands, but this is done. This was the main thing I wanted to finish today, so that makes me pretty happy. Okay, my friends, it is complete. So I put all of my books away. I put up my little lights here. I am losing daylight because it is almost 5 o'clock now. So I was at this for like three and a half hours. So it took me quite a while. I'm extremely happy with how this background turned out. So I feel like it's much more dynamic than what my background used to be, which was just a flat wall with flat photos that you couldn't even really see very well. So I'm really happy with this. I do have the overhead light on because I don't have my little LED lights out right now. So if I turn the overhead light off, this is what the natural light will look like. So I do still have some on my face, even though it is almost 5 o'clock. So the sun is definitely starting to set, but you can see that it's much darker in here now. I'm further back from the window than I usually am. Let's see what will happen if I scoot up here though. See, it's cool because I can definitely play with different angles and such. So I can definitely come up here closer to you when there's not as much natural light coming in through the windows, but overall I am extremely happy with how this turned out. Again, like I said, I think it's much more dynamic. There's a lot more depth back there. I am bummed out about those lights because half of them aren't working, which means I'll probably get a new set. I wish I could just fix the bulb or the problem that went wrong, because I'd rather not throw out an entire, string of lights if I could just fix one bulb and then everything would be fine. So Greg is napping right now, and maybe when he's done I can ask him to look at it for me and let me know what he thinks. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is kind of an impromptu video. I had just been watching so many booktube channels and all of the backgrounds were so beautiful, and I really wanted to spice mine up. Greg and I have been living in this house now for 8 months, coming up on 9 months, and I've had almost the same furniture layout in my office and in the bedroom for the past 9 months. So it's really nice to get things moved around in here a little bit because I think it just spices things up and it gives you a fresh perspective, and I could definitely use that. Really happy with the background. Not happy with that bookshelf in the corner, but nobody can see it when I'm filming, right? So we'll eventually get that moved into the other bedroom, potentially get another black bookcase for the bedroom and get rid of this brown one because it is so heavy. It's extremely hard to move on your own. It's brown and we don't have any other brown furniture. All of our furniture is black. So it'd be really nice to just donate that bookshelf so that somebody else can use it and enjoy it, and then get a new black IKEA bookshelf. I found it online for only $60 and it's taller than that one. So that would be really cool to get a nice tall bookshelf. Granted, if we did that, I'd probably have to switch them back and forth again because I would want the tall one so that I could stand in front of it. But again, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think of the new background. I am really liking it. I especially like that I can move around here and still, I can still cut off the closets over here and the door here, the office door is on this side and the closets are over here, so I can still cut those off and have a pretty full background. So I'm really excited about this. Again, let me know what you think. I would love to see your office renovations or how you're kind of redecorating your bedroom or your office to be more, writerly or more book friendly. So please drop those comments down below because I would love to see what you have done with your personal space or your bookshelf or whatever it is that you would love to share with me. Okay, everybody, I am going to probably go and feed the cats now because they've been crying at me because I've taken so long to do this. And I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night. It is Sunday, I have a bunch of pet sitting tomorrow, so it'll be nice to just probably watch some Gilmore Girls tonight. I'm on the very end of season 6, so I'm almost done with Gilmore Girls. I have one more season to go, and just relax for the rest of the evening. Alright everybody, I will see you in my next video. Bye!